Good morning, everybody. I know it's been like a minute since I've actually did a video. I took some time off to do a whole bunch of other stuff, art, of course, and just a lot of self-reflecting and, all that good stuff that you're supposed to do that makes you want to elevate higher. So I had been kind of tussling with the idea of, instead of doing a video, I was just going to write, for my blog and do a 3-card message with an advice card. I could do that another day. But this is something that I really just want to get out quickly before I have to go into the gig. Now, one of the messages that Spirit has been giving me, it's about addressing your insecurities, whether it's one or plural or whatever the case may be. And that's something that we all struggle with. I struggle with it too. I got problems and issues just like everybody else. Some things I subscribe to, some things I don't, things I, just want to go ahead and get rid of. So just wanted to do a really quick video about addressing your insecurities. And like I said, most of us do have our insecurities, whether we outright say it, think it, or do it, because the insecurity can be transformed into an action because there's energy behind it, whatsoever. So one of the things that Spirit has been really not getting on me about, but kind of pushing the fact that a lot of your triggers from your insecurities, they just want to be recognized like a small child or a baby that's crying. Yes, it is seeking attention, but it's trying to get your attention so you can focus just on that insecurity and find out, why are you being triggered? Is it because somebody did something to you, a family member or a friend said something to you? And a lot of times from that, it does give you a complex. So if that one incident happened and it comes up again, it's going to be triggered. So you're like, oh, like what do I do now? But a lot of times when we have to start getting into that mode, we are in however many retrograde it is, like right now, the most popular one, Mercury. Nobody like that bish. Nobody does. But anywho, it comes up for a reason. So when you feel that insecurity, that trigger, it could be in your throat chakra, it could be in your stomach, it could be whatever it's going to be. It's going to come up. Analyze, why are you feeling that way? What memory have you attached to it? It can be small, it can be big, but it's triggered you in a way that kind of throws you off your balance, just like the phone almost fell. And it's like, oh, okay. And you have to find out, what is it that you need to address? All insecurities, we got to stop looking at all insecurities as something bad. But it can also be a good thing, because it's just another layer, like if you're peeling an onion, that's revealing to us on what we need to address to be better than what we are right now, better than we were yesterday, that last second, that last minute, that last hour ago. So we have to start getting into that mind frame. Spirit saying, don't be afraid. You don't have the spirit of fear. Who told you to be scared? Yes, it's a natural human reaction, but a lot of stuff that we learned, of course, is a learned behavior. If you have done psychology and you have studied it, or you just, read up on that, there are a lot of things that we do that are a learned behavior, and then we have things that are a natural behavior. I'm sorry, but my glasses are getting on my nerves right now. Yeah, so you got your funny moment today. So what? But all triggers are not bad. They want to be recognized. They want to be felt through. And a lot of stuff that we deal with is, comes off emotion, but we can work through that. Any problem that we've ever had with us, in us, around us, we already have the answer. We just have to do a little bit more digging. Sometimes it's not always going, to church, even though church is a good way to commune with those that have an experience, and it becomes a shared experience. It can be you just walking outside and having a shared experience with nature, or a person, you're having a shared experience. And one of the quotes that, or not quotes, but one thing, everybody, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Honestly, I did not know all the things that he was doing, but the more I'm seeing and reading about him, he reminded me of so many other people that came before him. And you can tell where that man's spirituality was, even with his mother, even where Lauren London is. But one of the quotes that I did come across is that, and it's not verbatim, is that, and my grandmother says, is that we don't own anybody. We don't have the power to own anybody. And as it was said, we can only experience them. And that right there kind of hit home, because we are, as humans, are so accustomed to being able to gain material things that we'll start looking at people like material things and thinking that we own them. No, we don't own anybody. We don't even own the spirit or the soul that's within us, because when we go, this is just flesh. This is going to go back to the earth, and your spirit and your soul is going to go back to the source. So it's on loaner right now. Your spirit's on loan. Your body's on loan. Everything is so temporary. But we just have to start getting to that mindset that when we have our triggers, to own up to them triggers. Find out why we are being triggered. Who triggered them? What space did you go to where you were triggered? And then you have to start replacing that negative with a more positive experience. Think about when's the last time you did something for the first time, but not in that sense. But when was the last time you went to a place that was very peaceful? When was the last place you went to where you actually got rest? When was the last time you talked to somebody, and in that brief 2, 3, or 5 minute conversation, that person said something that really changed your whole outlook for the day? When was the last time? When was the last time you told somebody that you love them? Not no, I love you, bro, or I love you, sister, but tell somebody that you really love them and it's really sincere. When's the last time you did something for somebody and didn't expect not a damn thing in return? It's all about getting back to that natural behavior, that natural state of being. And that's what I work on every day. I am far from perfect. I mess up all the time. My friends, family, boyfriend, everybody tell you I mess up all the time. But the difference is that in my mistakes, I own up to them. And I try to find a better way to correct it. So if you're going through something with somebody, I don't give a damn who it is. Own up to that. And you will feel a whole nother level of peace, have a greater understanding as well as understanding of yourself. And it builds that wisdom. Just like it's said that God looks out for fools and babies. As humans, we're always looking for the physical. There are children that are wise beyond their years, but we look at them as children, not knowing what type of spirit that they may house inside. And that fool can be that businessman in that 3-piece suit looking good and smelling good. But God is going to use and choose anybody to get a message across to you. So keep in mind that God looks out for fools and babies. Somebody doesn't always have to be a fool, like you may think that man or woman on the street is drunk and they're a fool. Not necessarily. People judge because they have a lack of an understanding, and they need to fix that. We all judge on some major or minor level, but just keep that in mind. So address your insecurities and progress from there. Take the first step. And I wish this man with this lawnmower would go ahead. He just conveniently came over here. But that's just a sign for me that it's time for me to go. But I pray that everybody has a great Wednesday. To smile, because you don't know whoever may need it, and live life positive. Peace.